Okay, guys, I got something today that I want to share with you guys that is like really hugely important in my own life. I I don't know, I guess you could kind of call it a life hack, whatever you want to call it, way of life. It's something that I learned through my relationship with hypnosis, but is just something that has helped me in so many situations. Hopefully, it can do the same for you. I thought it'd be kind of cool to record it here. I'm in Spaz Kid's room right now, and these prints you see on the wall behind me, when Spaz Kid was little, just an infant, we had, all the important people in his life come in and just put their hand in paint and smack it on the wall. So he would have, and then sign next to their handprint. Well, a lot of these people now are no longer with us. So when we repainted Spaz Kid's room and stuff, that wall always stays, always will. So I just thought it was kind of a cool place to set up. But here, what I want to show you guys today is how to access your subconscious mind. Initially, today I'm going to show you how to do it, with the goal eventually being to be able to for you to be able to do it on the fly. And what that means is, when I say access your subconscious mind, it's basically the same thing as being in a state of mild hypnosis. Because when you're hypnotized, you are laser focused on relaxation, which allows the subconscious mind to take over from the conscious mind. This is kind of hypnosis light. It's a state you can get into. It's a meditative state, for lack of a better term, except that I'm going to explain to you how and why it works, rather than try and make you believe that you're achieving some level of upper consciousness or that there's something mystical or magical. All you're doing is taking advantage of the way our individual brains work. All of us work this way, and all of us have this ability available to us. So what it does is it allows you to stay calm in tense situations. It's fantastic for being able to being able to deal with things like the train going by every time you make a video of any sort, whatever the case may be, panic attacks. I want you guys to learn how to get into this state, and then through practice, I want you guys to be able to get into this state easily. Most important thing before I show you anything, do not do this when you are involved in anything that requires your undivided attention. Do not try this while you're driving at any rate. Don't do it while you're doing your neurosurgery. Anything, if it requires your full attention, don't do this. The reason being, you are going to be in such a relaxed state, and you're going to have the subconscious mind taking charge. You have that millisecond to where, if emergency arises, it's going to take that, again, that small part of the second for your conscious mind to take back over, which could mean the difference between life and death if you happen to be driving your car. So you only do this when it's convenient for you, when you're not doing something that is pure focus required. All right, to get us into the state, the easiest way to do it when you're starting out is simply, the first thing, very important thing, is to take a few good deep breaths, just in and out, just. And while you're doing it, whatever position you're in, relax your body as much as possible. Obviously, if you're seated, it's a little easier to relax than if you're standing, but you can do it in any position. Just nice and relaxed. A couple deep breaths in and out. And I want you to keep breathing that way, nice and smoothly, not extra deep breaths, just comfortable breaths in and out. And just focus your eyes on any point in whatever you're looking at. Whatever's in the room with you, wherever you are. Focus your eyes on that point. Nice, comfortable breaths, and I want you to count backwards from 5 to 1. And when you get to 1, close your eyes. So it's just simply focusing. 5, 4. Keep that focus on your point. 3, 2, 1. And then close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, continue that nice, even breathing, that nice, even, comfortable breathing. Now, when you get to this point, I want you to, what this would be called, like kind of being in your mind's eye when your eyes are closed. I want you to just see almost like a tunnel within the darkness that you're seeing. And I want you to travel through that, and on the other side can be anything you want. It can be your childhood home. It could be someplace that you feel safe and comfortable and warm. We're all Disney World nuts. I could be walking down Main Street at Magic Kingdom, but I want you to concentrate on being there. Now I want all of you guys to work on that. You don't have to do it right in the live moment here, as you know, I'm going to make this video for you and then leave you to your own devices to practice this. That's the early exercise. The reason you go someplace comfortable to you is it helps to keep that relaxation. But what it will do, you'll notice as you do this, whatever stress you're under, whatever you've been thinking about, whatever's been torturing you will go away for those moments. And that in and of itself is relief. I want you to keep trying this. Do it over and over whenever you have the opportunity. If nothing else, it's just a great escape. Try it before you go to sleep at night. Great way to put yourself to sleep. And the eventual goal is you'll be able to get into that state where the subconscious takes over from the conscious mind on the fly. I can do it. I've been doing it for years though. I mean, if I'm in a stressful situation and I know I need to calm down to take everything in, I can take a deep breath with my eyes open. I can get there. You can just get there to where it's like, okay, subconscious is taking over. Conscious needs to take a back seat because it's confused. The conscious mind is confused right now. Let the subconscious mind just take everything in, see everything, let you allow yourself to calm down for a moment. You can call back that conscious mind anytime you want as you need to take action. But when you're able to do this, when you're able to, you're not departing, you're actually utilizing a very important part of your own mind, the subconscious portion of your mind, the same subconscious that takes over when you go to sleep at night. And it will allow you to de-stress, to relax, to literally get a nice breath in here or there. So if you keep practicing this the way I showed you, the countdown from 5, nice even breathing, see that kind of, like I say, see that kind of tunnel within the darkness, and on the other side, boom, open up into something that makes you feel really comfortable. As you get better and better at it, you won't even need to go to that special place anymore. You'll just be able to find the place in your subconscious, if that makes sense to you. I can do it right now. I mean, if I want to distract, I can't continue making the video and do it not coherently, but I can I can just look off into the distance and you feel that whole wave of relaxation. Just kicks in and you feel chilled. It's great for doing, you got something stressful coming up, maybe you don't like going to the dentist. This is what you want to be doing in the waiting room. Just chill yourself out, bring yourself down. You play sports, got a big, I'm playing baseball, you know, in my league right now, got a big at bat coming up, feeling nervous, same thing. Calm yourself down, let the subconscious take over. And in sports, it works really well because in sports, you got to remember the subconscious is where all your memories are stored. So let's go away from baseball and say basketball. So if you're trying to make a free throw, you're a basketball player, you've made hundreds of thousands of them in your life. If you relax and let the subconscious take over, you block out any issues that the conscious mind would allow in, like choking, like hearing the crowd, like the movement of other players. You'll just focus on what your muscles already know how to do. You'll tap into those muscle memories that the subconscious holds, and you'll just do things the way that you need to do them. But when you can learn to do this, it's amazing in how many different areas of life it will help you. Feel like you're having a panic attack? Immediately go there. Just calm down, relax. Let your subconscious take everything in. Let your conscious mind take a little break. It's not magical. It's not mystical. A lot of people like to kind of present it that way, particularly when it's as trying to achieve a higher level of consciousness. It's not what's going on. You're utilizing a very, very important and very useful part of your brain, the subconscious. That's it. Practice this all you can. Go to sleep at night, do this first. When you're feeling a little stressed, try this. When you don't have to be feeling stressed. You can be sitting around with nothing else to do and think, hey, like I did the one time I described to you before, I want to go back to the Little League field I used to play on when I was a kid. And it was so easy to transport myself there. I started seeing things I had long since forgotten or thought I had forgotten. I told you guys about that, where I immediately saw myself picking up the rocks on the field before the season even began, because I used to look so forward to doing that because that meant the season was about to start. I hadn't thought about that in years. work on this. This is the greatest, again, I don't particularly like that term, but I don't know a better way to put it. This is the greatest life hack out there as far as I'm concerned. It really is. It helps me all the time. Helps me focus all the time. And one last great thing it's for, got something you can't remember? Remember, the memories are stored in your subconscious. So if you're trying to remember like something from your personal life, something that you can't just look up on Google, do the same thing. If you let the subconscious take over and feed the subconscious all the elements, all the facts around the issue that you're trying to remember, you'll be surprised how that memory shows up. Sometimes it takes a minute or two. You got to stay in that nice, calm, relaxed state, that almost somnambulistic state. But think of everything that you can remember, the pieces around that memory that you can remember, and you'll find that memory again. It works for, again, with my brain damage. Well, I keep saying again, that's part of the brain damage because I get repetitive. With that brain damage, I forget things all the time in the moment. If I take a second, go through this process, it comes right back to me. So try that out. Again, it's one thing, and I said it again and again, it's one thing to be able to do that, to go into that mode through the process I've showed you. Eventually, you want to get to where you can just turn it on. It's a pretty cool life hack. It's something that comes in really handy, and as we do more of these videos where I'm talking about exercising and dealing with the day-to-day things in life, the stresses that we all deal with, it's going to come back up a lot. So work on it as much as you can. Trust me, it's worth it.